Flames will see the Wild tomorrow night. They had a miserable October and have now won 9 in a row. They're 11-0-1 in their last 12, and their 2 goalies are absolutely in the groove.
Yeah.
Gustafsson was a horrendous deal by Ottawa. That was a Talbot for Gustafsson 1-for-1 deal. And this Jesper Wallstedt that they drafted high, 3 or 4 years ago, has finally arrived. Just thoughts on the Wild, who the Flames will see tomorrow.
Minnesota's always had a bad rap from when I was there as this defensive, boring team. And then you add in Faber, you add in Boldy, you add in Kaprizov, even the little Zuccarello. There is some sneaky skill there. They still have some guys who, the Middletons and guys like that will lean on you. But that's one thing in looking at that team. They are quite structured, but they've got some skill to add to it. And that goalie, I watched that game last night. That goalie, and I know it's funny because it's a sore spot in Edmonton because they passed on him. They could have drafted him. And, we taught, you see what all the struggles of Skinner or not Skinner, all of that. This guy comes in and stands on his head, puts up a 1-0 win. And it's funny because four shutouts in 6 games is not sustainable. There's going to be a market correction for him. But when you look at the actual fiber of the actual goalie, there's something there. You know what he reminds me of is Jacob Markstrom a little bit. 6'6", good feet, big. When Markey was on his game, you're coming in. He had one big season in Calgary, did he not, Markey? Yeah. Reminds me of that. He had 2, I think, big seasons in Vancouver where he was their MVP, and might have been back-to-back years. But tough to beat. You're looking at, even if it's a grade A chance, you're like, you might not get it by this guy. He had a couple, we'll call it lucky or favorable bounces last night, but he looked like they weren't going to get a P by him. And he looked in position, calm, handled the puck. On the penalty kill, he fired it down the middle of the ice over top of everybody's head. It was just, I was like, this guy is feeling it. But thinking of, Minnesota in a back-to-back, right? Is it tonight or tomorrow? Sorry.
Tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. They are a team that they've kind of got a little bit of everything. So I wouldn't sleep on them. You're right. The points in 12 straight. And the one game they lost was to Buffalo, I think it was. Wasn't it the other day? It was I don't remember. Yeah.
They had an overtime or a shootout loss. That's it. They beat Colorado, too. It was right.
Here's the crazy thing, and I should apologize for it. I watched that game, Minnesota-Buffalo. I don't know why I watched it, but I watched it. I was watching it the other day. And, Buffalo got the win on that one. It was in shootout, I think. But the point being is you look at it, and they're a very well-rounded team, well-coached. I would still say, having watched Colorado live, having watched Dallas live the other night, I think they're below those 2 teams, but not by much. Put it that way. I think the other 2, I think, could be the 2 best teams in the league, Dallas and Colorado. But Minnesota is probably a tier below it, but not much. They're pretty solid.
Hey, buddies, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Also, if you could throw in a like and subscribe, it does help us out with what it is we are doing. And check out more at flamesnation.ca.